So the neurovascular bundles of the leg, as you are all aware, the femoral artery, as it comes down into the anterior compartment of the thigh, it passes through the adductor canal, comes out of the adductor foramen into the back of the thigh to become the popliteal artery. This is the back side of the thigh and the leg. The popliteal artery, which is this one, divides into two major arteries, one on the lateral side, one on the medial side, within the popliteal fossa. The one on the medial side is what we call tibio-peroneal trunk. We call it what? Tibio-peroneal trunk. This tibio-peroneal trunk divides into two arteries, one laterally, the other one medially. The one on the medial side is what we call posterior tibial artery. The other one on the lateral side is what we call peroneal artery. The anterior tibial artery supplies all the muscles in the anterior compartment. The posterior tibial artery supplies all the muscles in the posterior compartment, both deep and superficial. The peroneal artery supplies all the muscles, the two muscles in the lateral compartment. Simple and clear. Are you clear? Good. The venous drainage, they follow the arteries. So we have posterior tibial artery draining the posterior compartment. We have posterior tibial vein draining the posterior compartment, peroneal vein draining the lateral compartment, anterior tibial vein draining the anterior compartment. Are you clear? So now we've seen the artery and so now the nerve. We have discussed the vein and the artery. Now the nerve. If you can remember, the sciatic nerve descends down from the back of the buttocks, descend down into the back of the thigh until it comes into the superior part of the popliteal fossa. So as it comes into the popliteal fossa towards the apex, the upper apex, superior apex of the fossa, it divides into two, one lateral, the other one medial. The lateral division is what we call common peroneal nerve or common fibular nerve. So you can call it common peroneal nerve or common fibular nerve. This one now goes obliquely downward and laterally to wind around the head of the fibula. You know, the fibula has a head, a body, and a distal end. So at the proximal part, around the head of the fibula, this common peroneal nerve winds round to enter into the anterior compartment. So from the posterior compartment, it winds around the head of the fibula to go into the anterior compartment. And this nerve is at danger when somebody has a fracture of the head of the fibula. You get it? We call it the neck of the fibula. So by the time that bone is broken along this side where this nerve winds around, the whole foot will drop. And that is what we call foot drop. So there will be no, flexion and what have you. The foot will drop. So now the other one here is what you call the tibial nerve. So this tibial nerve, it passes downward like that, and so it gives a branch, what you call medial branch of the sural nerve. From the common peroneal nerve, there is also another lateral branch of the sural nerve. The two branches, lateral and medial branches, one from the tibial nerve, the other one from the common peroneal nerve, the two together, they combine together to form sural nerve. So the sural nerve comes from two sources, from the common peroneal nerve and from the tibial nerve. So the two together, they join together to form this sural nerve. So this tibial nerve, as it passes now, it supplies all the muscles of the posterior compartment. You can see supplying the gastrocnemius, popliteus, plantaris, soleus, and what have you. There's one more that I forgot to discuss, the tibialis posterior. I missed it. That one too is from the posterior compartment of the type from the deep, a group of the posterior compartment. All right, so it supplies all these muscles. The common peroneal nerve supplies both the anterior compartment and the lateral compartment. So it means that the common peroneal nerve divides into two. When it comes into the anterior compartment, it divides into what we call deep peroneal nerve and superficial peroneal nerve. The superficial peroneal nerve goes into the lateral compartment to supply those two muscles. Are you clear? Those two muscles in the lateral compartment, they are being supplied by the peroneal nerve. Superficial peroneal nerve, a division from the common peroneal nerve. The deep peroneal nerve supplies all the muscles in the anterior compartment. So remember that the tibial nerve supplies the muscles in the posterior compartment. The common peroneal nerve supplies the muscles in the lateral and anterior compartment. The anterior compartment is being supplied by the deep peroneal nerve. The lateral compartment is by the superficial peroneal nerve. So we have seen that. So now, what are the cutaneous supply of the leg? Now we discuss the artery, the vein, and the nerves. So we have what we call cutaneous nerve supply of the leg, as you have done that in the thigh. So in the medial side of your leg, there is one nerve, what is known as saphenous nerve. This saphenous nerve is like a continuation of the femoral nerve. It passes down into the adductor canal, comes out towards the medial side, and then comes out and then supplies the skin on the medial side of the leg. So all the skin on the medial side of the leg, both anteriorly and posteriorly, is being supplied by the saphenous nerve. Are you clear? So saphenous nerve is a continuation of the femoral nerve. So on the lateral side, we have what you call sural nerve. Sural nerve, together with branches coming from the superficial peroneal nerve, they supply the lateral side. So now we've seen the cutaneous supply of the leg. So I think that will be the end of the slide.